and gentlemen, welcome back to Conan Exiles with the Gazbeard and the girls at the foundry. Slight change from plans based on what I said at the end of the last video. It's occurred to me that we are about to unlock, or about to reach the level to unlock the ice boxes. We're at level 38, and once we get to level 43, we're going to be able to unlock the preservation boxes. So we need to start thinking about sources of ice, and because we have fortunately unlocked Emir as our religion, we can use the altars of Emir to create ice. So that gives us a couple of thoughts that we have to get on with. The first is that we need to think about somewhere here where we can place an altar to Emir. Now, up on the new roof, I don't believe there is space. We need a 5x4 space. We could make sure I'm not falling down a hole. We could potentially get it there, but it's going to take up pretty much all of the roof. It will leave us a small section at the far end, which is 3x2 foundation blocks, and a small section over here, which is essentially 3x4 foundation blocks. There's that little bit there as well. But I have had major problems trying to put altars onto roofs in the past. I end up having to spend 20 to 30 minutes of jiggling around and sliding them about and everything else before it will allow me to place them. Plus, I want to use this space for other things. So what I'm thinking about is if we could get a platform built down there, tucked up against the cliffs, then we could get the altar down there facing out towards that rhino, which means that the idol, or whatever it is, the effigy of Emir, would not be blocking the view of the archers for defending the gate area. We also need to do some work down on that gate, which I think we'll get done this episode. Get that out the way, because I've been saying it for ages, and if I look at our purge meter, we're at about 75 to 80% of the way to a purge. So it's something that we really need to think about. Now, I want to use the reinforced stone pieces. So if we go into our inventory and look at the reinforced stone, that's black ice, frontier ramp, that's insulated wood. Where have they gone? There we are, reinforced stone. We're going to need hardened bricks, we're going to need shaped wood, and we're going to need steel reinforcements. Now, we've got quite a few of them lying around already. I've been gradually building up the supply of them. We've got stone consolidant and stuff in there. We've got steel in there for making the reinforcements. Let's have a look. We've got 440 hardened bricks made up already, so let's take 300 of them out, just to get us started. And we've got 166 steel reinforcements. Let's take 100 of them out, put them in there. And around here, shaped wood, we've got over 200 shaped wood pre-built, so let's just do that. That gives us the materials that we need. And now then, where was I putting the building pieces? That's a good question. I did have somewhere for keeping... Oh, it was in the miscellany cupboard, wasn't it? There we go. Right, so we've got a few bits in here already that we can maybe make use of. Don't know if we'll need the stone pillars. We'll take that wedge foundation. We'll take that set of stairs. Just saves us a couple of items to make up. There we go. Right. Now, I've also had some thoughts about how we're going to reinforce this gate. And what I want to do is I want to have an actual gate right at the front end. on the face. I don't want them getting into the tunnel before the first gate. And we've got those tier 1 stairs there. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple of foundations. There they are. So if we can craft 20 of them with the materials that we've got. I think if we initially craft 3, and what we'll do is we'll place the first one like that. Second one, failed to place building. That's because I was standing where it was going to go. I still failed to place it. Come on. Still failed to place it. Okay. Jump up there. I don't think we'll get another set of stairs down there. Okay. Come on. Why won't you place? That's really annoying. Okay, well, while we're waiting for that to figure out, let's get a fence foundation done for putting on that face there. Be up here. Fence foundation. We're going to need 4. We're going to need at least 8 of them. Get that one on there. Now that one goes in, so does that one. Right, excellent. So, the next fence foundation wants to go between those. And then there. Put the sides on. There we are. We want one at the back. Like that. That's the 8 of those. Yep. We want a really cheap set of stairs that they can demolish at will. So the sandstone stairs. What do we need to make a sandstone stair? There it is. That's reinforced stone. Where's the sandstone stairs? There's sandstone pieces. Oh, here we go. 35 stone and 5 wood. Okay, let's just get that bit off the ready bar. Should have stone and wood lying around over here. The trees are not respawning because we've built so close to them. Okay, we'll go in here and get it. And again, I'm just using the stone tools, because we can repair those as we're harvesting. Just take the tree down fully. 35 stone we want. That's 35, and pick up a couple of them for repairing the tools. That'll do. Put that away. Put those back in inventory. Repair them. While we're running back, we'll make that sandstone stair. Did it make that or not? It didn't. Now it's making it. Oh well, that just gives us the step up. We don't need to worry about no stair on this side of that face, because as you saw, we just jump across it like that. Won't be a problem when we're dragging thralls in either. We could actually take that staircase out and put another foundation block into the hole just to make it level. No, I'd prefer to leave it like that, because if they wreck those stairs, then it gives them another blocker for getting in. Okay, now we want a door frame on there. So we take that off. Find the hardened stone or reinforced stone door frames. There we go. Put a door on there once we've finished out here. Probably put a tier 2 door on it, the idea being that they'll wreck the door before they wreck the door frame. And I want to stop them getting at the very lower section of these foundations, so I think what I'll do is I'll put a ring of foundations around there, just a single ring. Yeah, so get rid of that door frame off there. How much of this have we got? Got a bunch of it. We're going to need that. So we need a single square one. Insulated wood. Reinforced stone. There we go. We want a single square one. And then we're probably going to need about 10 total of the triangular ones. Let's just craft up another 10. That'll give us 11. So number 6 goes there. Number 5 starts there, there, there. Just wait for these few to craft up and then we'll get them into place. Might need an extra 1 or 2. Like to extend it along just to protect that very bottom layer there before it disappears into the sand, because yeah, I think that will do that. We're probably going to need one, going to need at least 2, possibly 4 to do that. So if we've got the materials, I'll make up 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Just get them crafted up first. one go into there or not? No, it won't go into there. Okay, that's not a problem. Right, now we're going to need to go and get more materials because we want to make all of the fence foundations to go between these and round the outer face. And we also need to get another one of those doors, but I was saying I think I'll use a tier 2 door. Don't know if we've got a tier 2 door made. We haven't. We'll probably need wood for that. Leave that wood there. There's the bricks. Leave those couple of sticks up there. So we're going to need all of them. I'm going to have to tell her to make some more. We don't have so much steel though. How many can she can make? 94. We'll tell her to make 50 for now. In terms of bricks, we're getting a bit low on bricks as well. Need to get some more stone harvested to make some more bricks. Shape wood, we should be okay. Take half of that. Put them in there. Got a bunch of wood down here. How many can she make? She can make 58. Yeah. Well, just make all of them up. Right. Let's get these things making on the way down. Take that off there. We're going to need about 20 fence foundations. My English is not working today. So that's stone brick. It's not stone brick, it's reinforced stone we want. Reinforced stone. We can only make 13. Well, we'll see how far that gets us. What I may have to do is finish this off after the video, because I'll have to go out and harvest stone to get bricks. Just do that to there. You can see the way that I'm doing it. Then we can work around putting the outer facings on. And of course they're going to mess me about again. Try starting it round here, see if we can get it. Well, that one will go. Will that one now go? It will if I stand back. Come on. Sometimes when it gets like this, all you got to do is cancel it off. Come around, try to put it on from a different angle. And no, it's not going to. Okay, we'll try putting it on this way. No, okay, I'll have to come back to that. But you can see what I'm doing. We just carry on like that along there until all of those are done. And then if I try and get these ones done, like that, what we'll do is that line of palisades, we just carry them on down. And we get to here, and we carry the palisades on along here and around to here. And what I may do is just put the angled pieces down there, so that when I'm coming in I don't bump into the palisades. Do the same on that side, because I'm going to have to carry this level of foundations on into there to protect the bottom of that wall, and then build the platform there for putting the altar of Emir. And we may or may not get an issue here in that we're going to need to build right up to this cliff, which means in order to do that we may end up having to build it at the same level that that archer is standing across there. I almost guarantee we will have to do that. That's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to go out and harvest the materials, make up the bricks and the steel reinforcements and the reinforced wood, get that platform into place, gather up the materials for the altar itself, and then I'll restart the video at the point where we're ready to place the altar, and I'll see you then. So bear with me, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've got the platform built for putting the altar on there. We did run into a couple of issues. The first one is that I cannot build back into that rock wall because it's prohibited building. It counts as being part of Sepermaru. That end up there where you can see the torch placed on the wall with the archer above it, that is as far in this direction as I can build butting into the rock wall. So we've got that empty space behind there, which is not a problem. I'll fill it with palisades, and then if any purge enemies come in through this gap, then they're not going to get very far. The archers will be able to punish them, and the palisades will take care of them. I also could not build any further this way, away from the rock wall, because these fence foundations are absolutely, literally on the limit of how far north I can build. I had real problems getting them onto the foundation blocks, because just the few extra inches, as it were, of thickness that those fence foundations provided was tippling in and out of the no build restriction zone. I mean, literally, I could not put another fence foundation or wall onto the front face of those fence foundations without being in the no build limit. I've slightly extended this little raised area out, and I'm going to show you exactly why in a moment. A little bit of cleverness. I've left that one empty for a very specific reason, in that it provides another death gully and helps to defend the main wall, in that if for any strange reason they did manage to get up onto the platform that the altar is going onto, they could not then use that the whole width of that platform to get onto that wall. There's only the one connecting block where the lower of those two archers is standing, and I can put a couple of fighters there to defend that, as well as the archers above her on the next level up. So what's the sneaky bit that I'm going to do with this causeway? Well, if you notice in my ready bar, I've got both the crenellations and the fence toppings ready for placement. I've counted them out. I've got exactly the quantity that I need. So starting with slot number 5, we can put the fence foundations in like this. Oh, and I need to take a drink. I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one there, then I'm going to take it out like this and bring it back the same way, which gives me a channeled corridor that they have to come through. that the archers on the walls above can punish them. And if necessary, I can stand down here and fight them. I'm also going to use these same fence foundations to go around here, fence toppings to go around here. And I'm going to put that one like that, which stops them getting onto here. And I'm going to fill this area with palisades. And the same as I've done there, I'm going to put that last fence topping in there to block that. Oops, don't do that. Right, so there we are. So this is the only route in now. They can't get in that way or that way, but if they did break into there, that'll be full of palisades, and all of that channel going around there will be full of palisades as well. Now if I just quickly sort his hydration and hunger out, I'll show you why those fence toppings are so good. It's the same as with the crenellations. You notice the upper line of spikes sticking out. I find one that's high enough. If I try to climb that, I'm immediately taking damage. You saw the blood splash on screen. Yeah, that makes them as good as palisades. And even here, where there is a gap between the spikes, I still can't get up there. So that gives me an extra form of damage-inducing defense going around there. The one thing it does do is it makes those little those first two barbettes on the side kind of redundant, but by the time I get the palisades worked around as the outside here as well, then they'll still be able to shoot. Okay, so that's the entrance channel. All I've got left to do there is put the palisades in and put the door on here. The next bit is to get the altar onto the platform and to put the defences onto the platform itself. So we'll come up here, come around. Need to munch a steak to try and recover that bit of health. If I jump down here without landing on top of the archer, then jump across here for now like this. What I want to do is get those crenellations down around here to add the spike toppings. In fact, I've got one spare. Okay, that's not a problem. And this corner here stops them jumping across onto that barbette. And whilst... see? Now there's a problem. I'm trapped in here now. Because I can't climb that because the spikes at the top will injure me and make me drop down. I can't climb that because of the spikes on it. My only way out is to go that way. And come back in, which is not a problem because we were going to have to come back in anyway to do the next bit. Because we've got to get up on the roof so that we can place the altar, and you'll see why in a moment. The only way that we're going to be able to do it. And we could theoretically do it from here, but it's going to be much easier to do it from that stone shelf over there, which is where I'm going to head to. If we climb up this rock, I'm sorry this is at night time, it's kind of giving you guys difficulty for seeing it. I hope there's enough, whoa, nearly fell down. Hope there's enough visible on screen for you. Might help if he took his torch out so you can see where he's at. Just do that. There you are, you can see where he's at now. There's the battlements and stuff down there. And if we jump down into this little saddle, we can see there. I go into inventory, there's the altar. It's only a tier 1 altar, but I'll upgrade it as I unlock it. And I thought it was a 5x4 space we needed for the altar. For the EMEA one, it's a 4x4. We can get away with that. I'll get that down there. Not enough contact with the ground, it's saying. So if we step sideways a little bit, it will go. There we are. Right, so that will now place. You see how finicky it is? It's just very slightest movement and it refuses to place. There we are. That's done. So all that we've got to do now is that front door. Get the torches on to illuminate the place. And from this corner you can see how those defences are working. Let's see if I can jump across. There we are. So what I've basically done is where I'm standing right now, I've removed the crenellation to link this battlement onto the altar. There's not much space for running around at this side of the altar, and in fact I'm stuck there. I can't move. Won't let me go forward there, so it would have to be up on the altar. But I'm sure that the archers will be able to get down here for shooting down at the causeway, and across here for shooting down there, especially once the palisades are around, which will force them back from the wall a bit. That's it. We've got our altar in place. All that remains, as I said, for me now is to go around and put the torches in to provide the illumination, and to get the palisades in place, and to get the front door on down there, which means that the best they can do is reach the door, and then at the very least the archer here can be shooting down at them while they're trying to break in. I may have to redo that barbette so that it can get access at shooting the front door. And then I need to get some troops up here to guard the platform. Get a priest onto here, which means I'll need to go up north to New Asgarth. And then we're just about done. There's only really that roof section up there that we've got to do, and that's the building done. So next episode I'll have all of this lower level stuff done for you, and we will get across to look at the silver fields and the silver mines across there. And at that point we'll be coming towards the close of the series, and all we'll be waiting for is a purge to test out the castle and its defences and its defenders. So I hope you've been enjoying this series. Probably only got, I would have thought at most, 2 to 3 episodes before it's finished, and I hope you'll stay with me for that. If you are enjoying the series, and particularly this episode, then please do give it a like, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, questions, queries, observations, thumbs ups, thumbs downs down in the comments. I look forward to reading all of those. I'll see you in the next episode. This is Gazbeard, standing on his altar of Emir at the Sepermaru base. As always from me, it's not goodbye, it's just bye for now.